miles an hour. And I got to the truck stop last night, I got my fuel, and I pulled around to the reserve parking, and they were all full. It took me almost 2 hours to get to a parking spot. And that's ridiculous. To those of you drivers out here that are watching this, you go to a truck stop, if there's no parking, don't park in the reserve parking. Someone paid for those spots. Alright? If there's open spots, take your butt inside and go buy a spot. Pay for a spot. Go on the app. Pay for it. Don't just take someone else's spot, because eventually that person that paid money, like I did last night, we're going to get there eventually, and they're going to come out and tell you to get out, and now you have to move. And if there's no other parking, well, now you got to find somewhere to park without being a jerk and parking where you shouldn't be parking. Parking is a big problem and a big issue out there. They made 2 drivers move out of those parking spots last night, and I don't feel sorry for them at all. I know we need a place to park, but look, guys, I paid for that spot. That's my money. That's like somebody going to a concert or a football game, and you pay a lot of money for those tickets. You get in and you're ready to go watch that game, and you get down to your seats and somebody's in it. Are you going to turn around and say, oh, my bad, I know I paid for those spots, but you know what? You guys were there first. I'll just go home. Or I'll go to another arena and I'll find another football game to watch. Or I'll go sit in the parking lot and watch the game on my phone while you sit in the spots that I paid for. No, you're not. And it doesn't matter whether you paid $10, $100, or if it's season tickets and you paid $1,000 for those damn tickets. You're gonna complain, and you're gonna make those people move out of your seats. What's right is right. I'm not totally for all the reserve parking they have out here. Okay, and guys, this is like a thought of the day, and I think I'm gonna have these every day. And I'm gonna let you know what my thought of the day is. But look, parking is a huge problem. I know a lot of these truck stops have a lot of reserve parking, especially at C's and Petros. And a lot of people blame it on truck drivers being pigs, throwing garbage around. You know what? That's not the case, guys. Okay? A truck stop's a truck stop. That's what they're for. They're built and made for trucks to park there. Okay? Now, a lot of truckers are cooking in the truck like I do. A lot of truckers are parking at rest areas and not even parking at truck stop. They're not spending the money at truck stops that we used to. It's just not happening anymore. Guys, truck stops are really expensive. I cannot go in and get a meal. If you sit down to a meal, whether it's at a Denny's or a Country Pride or an Iron Skillet or all these restaurants that are at a truck stop, you're going to spend $14, $15 on your meal. Then you're going to spend another $3 on a drink. And then if you add something to it, if it doesn't come with a salad or something, or you want that salad bar, or you want something else, you have to add that to it. And I'm going to make this a little short, guys, because that ringtone was my wife calling. So, but you're going to spend a lot of money. Truck stops are expensive. I cook in my truck not only because I want to eat healthier and I feel better, and it's working that way. And it is a lot cheaper to cook and eat in your truck than it is to eat in these truck stops. And everything else in the truck stops are so expensive. I mean, you can't buy a GPS without spending $400, $500, $600 anymore. I mean, everything's ridiculously priced at a truck stop. So now, a truck stop is out there to make money, just like we are. I'm out here driving this truck to make money, to support my family. So are these truck stops. And if we're not spending the money in there, well, guess what, guys? They're going to try and find other ways to make money. And they think that we're rich. We're not. But they're going to find other ways to make money, and someone got in their head, well, I'm going to start charging for parking spots. Now, look, I get it. It is nice to have peace of mind, to have a parking spot at the end of the night. Truck stop, and there's 100 spots, and they have 5 to 10 spots that are reserved. I get it, and it is nice. Because sometimes you go to some of these areas, it's hard to park at night. Okay? And I know, I do reefer, and a lot of my customers that I deliver to and I pick up from are in the god hours of the night and real early in the morning, And if I do a delivery at 11, 12 o'clock at night, that truck stop's going to be full. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning. Guys aren't going to start pulling out until 3 or 4. It's hit or miss if you get a spot or two, but it's nice to know, well, you know what, I'm going to reserve that spot. Because if you get to these truck stops between 7 at night and midnight, you're beat. especially in so many areas you go to, you are absolutely beaten on a spot. That's why people park where they shouldn't be parking, okay? Now I get it. I get you have to make a parking spot. But if I pay for a spot, and that spot's mine, you know, I mean, if you're gonna park in it and then you're gonna complain why I asked you to move out of that spot when I get there, well, I mean, last night we argued so bad with one of the drivers, we almost threw down. And, you know, it's a shame. We shouldn't have to do that. We're truck drivers. We should be helping each other out here. And, you know, it almost came to fists last night. That's a shame. It really is. I'm not looking out here to fight with anybody, you know. But look, everybody, everyone out here is trying to make money. We're not in a recession. But you know what? Times are hard for a lot of people. A lot of trucking companies are going out of business. A lot of restaurants, a lot of stores. You see it on the news, guys. It's not new. People are going out of business. It's the way it is. Things are getting expensive. Things are going out of business, and people aren't making more money to pay for the increase in everything that you have to pay for. You know, my bills at home, my rent, everything goes up. But guys, I'm not making any more money, and neither is anyone else out there. It's hard out here. It really is. You know, and you got to do the best you can. And everyone out here is in it to make more money, and so are these truck stops. So, you know, that's why truck stops are doing this. It'd be nice if all the truck stops had a couple of them. Now, do I agree with going into a TA with, you know, 200 parking spots and 100 of them are reserved parking? Absolutely not. That's way too much. That's greed, okay? That's greed. They just want to make money. That's all it is. They see guaranteed money every day, and they are full. People do pay for them, and because you need a spot to park, and they know we have to park. They know we're only allowed to work so many hours and drive so many hours. They know when we're gonna park. If you go into the TA Petro app, you know, it has a parking thing. It tells you how many spots they have and how many are available. It tells you how many reserves they have and how many are available. Well, guess what, guys? In the evening, all right, if there's a lot of parking spots left and there's a lot of reserves left, have you ever noticed that where it says, you know, 300 spots and this is 150 available? Did you notice that where it says 157 or whatever number of spots are available, do you notice at a certain time that number disappears? That's because they do that. They shut it off. They don't want you to know because they want you to think, oh boy, guys, I still have another hour, maybe another 2 hours to go or 3 hours to go, and man, their parking's full. I don't know how many spots they got. They do that because they want you to reserve a spot. And these truck stops that have a lot of reserved parking do that. And that's for a reason, because they want to sell those spots. They want to make you nervous, you know? It's just like, you know, when you go to the grocery store and they have specials and the ads that you see on the end cap. They do that for a reason. I mean, they have overstock and they need to sell it. And they know that if they put it on the end, they discount a little bit, they know people are going to buy it. You know what I mean? It's all trickery. It really is. That's what truck stops do. So I am against all these truck stops that have numerous amounts of parking for reserve. I am not against having a few of them. If you have 5 to 10 spots for reserve parking, I get it. It's for the guys that deliver at night and want to have a spot to park, okay? Now, the guys that want to complain about it, hey, you know, to each his own. I know people that will never pay for a reserved parking spot. They feel that we should not pay for parking out here. Well, you know, it's a business expense when you're out here, guys. I mean, you know, if you're a lease driver, you're an owner-op, or, you know, lease purchase, or financing a truck, whatever. That's a deduction. It's a tax deduction, okay? You know, you pay rent in your house to live every week, but you're not going to pay to park your truck every week? I mean, come on, it's an expense, guys. It really is. I mean, it's the way it's coming to these days. Things change, times change. So therefore, again, here's my stance, and I will not change this. I am for the truck stops having 5 to 10 or just a few spots reserves. I'm for that, for the guy that wants to be able to park, who's dead tired in the middle of the night, okay? I'm for that. I am against the ones that have numerous or half their lots reserved parking. I am against that, okay? And they go about different ways to get you to pay for them, okay? I think a lot of guys out here forget that with the new laws that we have, there's something called PC, all right? You are allowed to move your truck. If you get trip plan, okay, and I'm real good at trip planning. You got a trip plan. But if you get there and there's absolutely no parking, you are allowed to move your truck on PC, personal conveyance, to the next available spot. Now, it's on you. I mean, if you get there and there's parking, you just want to move your truck, guys, that's not right. That's the law. I mean, you get caught doing that, I mean, these fines are expensive for using PC. All right, they're going to hit you with, you know, fictitious logs. But, you know, if you legitimately get to a place to park and there is no parking, you can move to the next spot to park on PC. You have to put it in the remarks, and you have to, you know, you have to mark it why. You have to tell them why. So when they look at your logs or you get an inspection, they know why you use that. But you also got a trip plan, guys. You can't just do that just to, you know, to get the benefit of going a little bit further, because they're going to look at the area. If you get a trooper or you get a DOT officer that has a, you know, a head on their shoulders, or smart, or they're experienced with this, they're going to look and they're going to go, well, what about the other 10 truck stops that are in that area? Or what about the other ones that, you know, that you passed? I mean, you know, I've been driving around here for a long time, guys. Okay, that trooper that's stopping you and asking you why, that's his area. He knows what days and what, you know, what times of the day the truck stops are full and stuff. They're not stupid. They know if there's spots. They know when there's spots. Okay, they're gonna know if you're lying, but they also have to prove it. You know, you get to a truck stop and you want to take a couple pictures or something like that, and be like, hey, look, all this stuff all over foot. You have to prove why you use that PC. Okay, you know, it's called protecting your butt. You just gotta watch. The things are there. We can, to our benefit, we can use, but you can't abuse them. Okay. You know, if the next stop's a couple hours down the road, they're gonna be like, well, did you really have to go a couple hours on PC? Well, you know what? If I got to the truck stop last night and there was no parking, I could have went to the 5 minutes on PC, and you know what? If I would have got stopped, I would have explained to them, hey, look, I had to. That truck stop was full, but if you look, I only went another 3, 4, 5 miles down the road to another stop, okay? But me personally, you know, if I use that PC time, I'm still gonna take my 10-hour break from the end of my PC time. So I can show them, look, I didn't use it just to advance my load, or, you know, to just utilize some of my break. Okay, I still took my full 10-hour break when I got done using my PC time. Not everything's going to go your way out here. You know, that's the whole point of this whole story. Guys, with that said, be safe. We're going to drive through Iowa. We're going to stop later at Iowa 80 over in Walcott, Iowa. We're going to spend some time there. It's going to be a decent day, just a little chilly. Hopefully it'll warm up a little bit, but hey, I got heat in my truck, so I'm good. Get the day started. I'll see you later. Morning, guys. Sunday afternoon, we're gonna get going. We are at Iowa 80 in Walcott, Iowa. Just got done doing my pre-trip. Truck's looking pretty good, nothing wrong with it. I got a little on the tires here, I got a little uneven tire wear, which you all can see right in here. You see on the outside, you got the uneven pattern here and on the inside. It's on all the tires, on both sides of the truck, on the side of the trailer. I had the issue with my truck. They replaced all the tires, but now I'm getting it on the trailer. I don't know why. I guess they're gonna have to change the tires out eventually and figure out what's wrong with it. But yeah, guys, it's been a good day. I didn't get much filming last night. It was pretty rainy and bad weather. It's pretty cold out right now. It's probably 27, 28 degrees. But everything else looks good on the truck. Got the new hubcaps replaced. One of them, this one here, fell off, and now they all match. Just got the one with the reflector on the center on it now, so now it all matches. So it looks a lot better than having one hubcap and one hubcap off. I just had to get them both replaced though so they match. But she's dirty. She's dirty. I'll be getting it cleaned up though. Get back in here and warm up. Whew. So how's everybody doing today? Ready to do a little driving? Got about a 2.5 hour ride up here to my stop. But I'll be parked around the corner from it. I'm gonna go to the I-55 truck stop tonight. Spend the night there and then go do my delivery at 9 a.m. Hopefully they'll have a reload for me out of the same spot. This way I don't have to travel and go pick up somewhere else, and hopefully it'll be a load to Florida. But it's been good. Did a lot of walking around inside. Got some pictures taken. Post a little review and review and some pictures later. Got my YouTube channel on the back of my jacket in blue writing. So I got the new design. They saved it in the system, so if I ever want to put decals on the truck or it's already all in there, I can just have them printed up under the YouTube channel name, Trucking with Seabiscuit. So that's pretty cool. They save it. It's a nice place here. I mean, they have their own truck wash. They got chiropractor. They got a dentist inside, the barber, the theater room. They got 5 or 6 small restaurants, Wendy's, Dairy Queen, Einstein Bagels, I think, Taco Bell, and then they have the Iron Skillet. I did have some bacon and eggs this morning. I skipped my protein drink and everything and just had some bacon and some eggs. So all was well with that. It was pretty good. Can't complain. They got a Blue Beacon across the street. They got, that's at the Pilot. But they have a Walcott CB place down the street on the other side of the interstate. I have never been there, but I heard it's really good. It's got really good reviews. A lot of people go there and get work done. I mean, they install CBs. They do all the work on your CBs. They install dash cams, especially those. I forget the Falcon Eye dash cam company or whatever that is over there in Texas. This is one of the places over here that's actually qualified or trained or whatever you want to say to install them. I've tried them. I didn't do too well in the installation. I had to send it back. If I can ever afford to get another one again, they are a little pricey, but they're good. You can get them from 1 to 4 or 5 cameras or 8 cameras, I think, on some of them. But you know, it'd be nice to have a couple cameras laying around the truck. It'd be nice to have one facing the Thermo King unit so I know what the temperature is, or see if someone turns it off, or you know, to keep an eye on that, make sure my freight don't get damaged. So, but yeah, it's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a short day. I actually got to go replace a shirt too, because last night was a really bad night. I only had my load of clothes in the dryer for 30 minutes, and they all burnt up, and anything that was polyester burnt up and shrunk and melted. So I have a few shirts, and I have my some Under Armour, some 511 shirts, boxers. My socks that I have will fit a 2-year-old now. You know, not expecting them to do anything about it. I know. I mean, I did mention it to them, and they said they're not responsible for damages, and I get it, you know, but they really should have had that machine checked out. I don't care what setting it was on, and it was on high. I always have them on high, and I don't leave them in for very long just to dry them. Yeah, I told them, you know, you might want to have it checked in case it doesn't happen to someone else, you know. You know, you don't get to carry many clothes on the truck and everything with you, and when you have a whole load of clothes that that happens to, it kind of limits what you have to wear for a little while until you can afford to replace it. So, hey, it is what it is, I guess, right? You gotta do the good. You gotta deal with the good and the bad when you're out here. So, like I said, I couldn't get any more driving footage last night coming here because of the rain, and my window was real dirty. It was that, it was just nasty rain, you know, from the residue with the snow and salt on the ground. It was just kicking up, and my windshield wash was getting low. You know, I couldn't keep my windows clean, so it was just going to be really bad footage, so I didn't really record too much of it. I was hoping to go for a walk last night, or this morning. I mean, when I went inside this morning, it was sunny, and now I come out. Of course, the sun's gone, and it's a lot colder than it was when I first woke up this morning. So, but hey, it is what it is. Missed the warm weather. I'm ready to go home, even if it is for a day or just for my 34-hour restart. Hopefully I can get a 34-hour restart, which is, you know, a day and a half home. And then go back out for a couple weeks, and then go home for Thanksgiving to be with the family. So, alright, let's head out. Drive around the parking lot here a little bit. And we're going to head out, start rolling. Like I said, it's going to be a short day. Go to the I-55 truck stop. I'm not going to eat there. If you guys have ever eaten there, it's not really that good. It's okay, but I guess what do you expect, right? But yeah, this place is pretty good. I think they actually have a Blimpies sub shop out in the fuel island too. I didn't fuel here this time, so I don't remember what the name of the sub shop is out there. I believe it's a Blimpie. I don't eat bread, so I don't eat subs. So I don't know how it is. I'll eat lunch meat, I just don't eat the bread. No carbs. No carbs for this guy. There's always parking here. The good thing about this one is there's dumpsters all over the place. Not just garbage cans, but dumpsters. I guess that helps them. They don't have to have someone come around and change everything. They don't have to have them blowing around and that kind of thing. So, you know, that kind of works. But it's a good thing to have where we can throw our garbage out. Because you could buy a new mattress in here, and what are you going to do with the old one? You need somewhere to throw it, you know? And yes, guys, it is a Blimpie, you could see. The truck wash is called Truck-O-Mat. But there's always parking here. It's a pretty big day. I don't know. You know what? I've been coming here for quite a few years, and they say originally it was like 400 or 500 plus spots, and that was a lot of parking. Now they're saying it's 900 plus. Okay, I know there's a lot of parking here. I don't think there's 900 or more than 900 parking spots. I just don't believe that, guys. I don't believe it. Big bump over here. I have to go around, or my front bumper on this Freightliner is going to scrape. You can see all the scrape marks on the ground now, landing gear and stuff. So I got to go around that. That's why I'm taking this weird turn, guys. The ground wind screen on the front of the Freightliner on mine is very low, and it's $100 and something just for the part to replace, plus labor on top of that. I don't need to break that. But yeah, I don't think there's 900. I mean, I'm not going to take time to walk around and count the parking spots, but I don't think there's 900. A lot of those windmill things here, the turbines, I wonder how heavy those things are. These things got to be pretty heavy. I don't know if they're just big and bulky or if they're actually really heavy. I don't know, but it'd be kind of cool to do heavy haul. I never got into that. From what I'm told, that's where the money is, flatbedding and heavy haul. So I don't know. I've never done heavy haul. Done a little bit of flatbedding. Not really tarping. Low stuff I tarp, like, you know, when you pick up loads of plywood and stuff. That hardy wood, the hardy board. Just looking to get this over with, a couple hours, and then I get to relax. I didn't get much sleep last night. I was aggravated. However, one good news is the Patriots lost, and I got to admit, because I am a New York Giant fan, and I know my team's not doing too well, and I take a lot of heat from the Patriot fans, but and they got no room to talk because the 2 Super Bowls that we were in with them, we beat them. They have not beat us in a Super Bowl yet, but you know, they can dish it out when they're doing really good. But when they lose a game, it's all of a sudden, oh, don't make fun of us, we'll be back, don't worry, and all kinds of other things. And you know, get over yourselves, because you know what, it's not going to last forever. There's no such thing as a team being good for 15, 20 years, guys. Come on. You know, no offense, and a lot of people out there agree with me. Getting pretty tired of seeing the same team in the freaking Super Bowl every year. You know what I mean? Getting a little stupid and getting boring watching the Patriots in it every year. But don't worry, your time is coming to an end. So get over yourselves, Patriot fans. Nothing wrong with rooting for your team and bragging about the wins and all, but you guys are going a little too far now. You know, you can't take it when people, you know, give you a little bit of criticism because you lost the game. You know, of course we're going to bust your balls a little bit when you lose one game. You know, it's normal. There's the CB shop over there on the right side, guys. You can see where it says CB radios, stereos, cellular devices. That's the CB shop that does really good work. You know what I mean? I gotta pull over for a second here. My log is doing something kind of weird. I don't know why. That's actually a full shot of the Iowa 80 right there too. It's in the middle of nowhere. No Walmarts or anything else around here. Kind of weird, I guess, you know, but yeah, sometimes these lock things are messing up. I know the Omnitrax, I think it is, guys, has been down for, I guess, 2 days now. I guess Omnitrax is the one that does Qualcomm. I'm guessing. But they've been having a lot of problems with their ELDs now with the switchover, and I'm betting that it's because so many people are switching over to it, and it's just jamming up the system right now until everybody gets transferred over. You know what I mean? And that's probably what's causing the problem. So yeah, I mean, it's a working process, I guess. You know, it takes a little bit of time to get it going right. You know, but new world, new laws and regulations, and we all got to be on ELDs by one of the days in November. I don't know if it's the 1st or 15th or something like that, but we all got to be on ELDs. You know, kicks your truck on driving as soon as you move, unlike now. Well, we're gonna drive a little bit here, guys. Let you know when I get to my stop. Take a couple pictures, maybe the I-55. It's probably one of the better truck stops in the Chicago area, really, right there. Unless you get so many gallons. I think they're ridiculous. I think it's like 100 gallons of fuel there, or 90 gallons of fuel in order to park for free. Or you gotta spend like $75 in a store. That's ridiculous. A lot of the places, like when you go to a TA, they make you pay. I think it's like 15 bucks to park, but if you spend 20 bucks in a store, 25 bucks in a store, most of the time you get it, you park it for free. You show the receipt on the way out. But yeah, this place, it's the amount of gallons and what you got to spend in the store is really high. I think it's only like, I want to say $12.50 though a park, or $15 a park. And if you're in the Chicago area, not really a bad deal, guys. It's safe, I guess. You know, it's not that bad. It's not really in a ghetto. There's a Walmart down the street, stores down the street, places you can walk to or Uber to, you know, for cheap to get some things. So have a good day, guys. I will talk to you guys later. So we are at the I-55 truck stop here in Bolingbrook, Illinois, about 2.5 miles from my stop in the morning. Again, it's at 9 o'clock, so I'll be sitting here tonight. And guys, I just want to clarify too that it is free parking here for up to 3 hours, and you either have to spend $75 in the store or get 75 gallons of a fuel purchase. That's how you get free parking. Otherwise, I'm guessing, I think it's like $12 or $15. That I don't know. That's not on the ticket they give you at the gate. It doesn't tell you how much it costs to park. But if my memory serves me correct on that, yeah, it's like 12 or 15 bucks. But not bad. It's a good place across the street for pizza and stuff like that if anybody stops here. I mean, it's probably better food than what's in the restaurant here. But you know, if you don't want to go too far, the restaurant's not too bad. There is a Golden Corral, Walmart. There's all kinds of stuff down the street. heck, if you want to bobtail, or if you want to do some PC time or something like that, just to go shopping, if you want to drop your trailer, which you need permission for here, you know, there's all kinds of restaurants not too far down the road, Bass Pro Shop, all kinds of things. So yeah, we're gonna be sitting here. It is 3:30, so I left there around about 2.5 hours is what it took it to get here. And let me tell you, it was a scary drive. Hopefully, if anyone else was on Route 80 between the Iowa border and I-55 in Illinois, hope you made it through okay. I think they had a DOT blitz going on. There were 3 or 4 state trooper, police, all over, probably every couple of miles. I've never seen that many along that road before, so they were probably doing some sort of blitz, and they were pulling trucks, cars, they were pulling everyone over for whatever you were doing wrong. I guess that's a pretty bad area. I guess they get a lot of speeding through there. We all know how drivers can be, whether you're in a car or an 18-wheeler. But you know, with that said, guys, be safe. I'm gonna take it easy here. I'm gonna catch a nap because I didn't sleep too well last night. Probably have some protein later because, like I said, I did have some coffee and some bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning. So again, I appreciate you watching. You could be doing a million other things, but you took time out of your day to watch my video. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, unlike the video, and share it out. I would appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you for taking the time out to watch me and to listen to me talk, listen to me vent sometimes. To my family and everyone back home in Florida, I love you. I miss you. I will see you soon. I'm hoping to get a load in the morning going to Florida so I can come home hopefully by the weekend and spend a day home, or at least maybe get a 34-hour restart in to see you guys. So with that said, have a good night, guys.